Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game 2 here of Match Day 2 on the Not the Brightest Gaming YouTube channel. This is the Premier Griffball Soccer League today. AFC Webb is hosting Jessytown. Jessytown last week coming off of a dominant 4-0 win over Diamond City. But for the hosting AFC Webb, they got a close 4-3 victory over NTBFC last weekend. This one's set to be a very exciting one. Earlier today, we saw the Sparties get a 6-4 victory over NTB as well. And it's looking like there's going to be a second matchup today full of exciting action. Both these teams are now on the field for the visitors. They are donning their red and black kits. Jessytown represented by New York City FC of the MLS on the field for AFC Webb. They are represented by LA Galaxy. Speaking of AFC Webb, let's take a look at their lineups today. It's going to be that standard lineup that we saw last week, including the likes of Fred and Ciro Immobile, the drafted picks, and also the Max Captain Studios in that midfield spot. You see taking that center right midfielder spot there. Showed his versatility last week. Ciro Immobile going to be up top, looking to get a lot of goals today, as he's going to want to try to put himself at the top of the striker list. Both teams shaking hands now as they get ready to get underway. We're going to flip the script here and take a look at Jessytown for the visiting Jessytown. Once again, similar lineup to what they had last week, including the likes of Jesse there at that attacking midfield spot, Luka Modric and Virgil van Dijk, the drafted players for this team. Castellanos from last week coming off of a hat trick. He had a phenomenal game last week as he helped solidify a dominant victory over Diamond City, as we mentioned, 4-0. That offense showing a lot of capabilities. So now both teams taking to the field. We're getting ready here in LA for AFC Webb to host Jessytown. Very excited for this one, folks. Both teams stretched and ready to go. We are about to get underway. We have kickoff here as it's going to be AFC Webb getting things started for us. So here's Ricky Pouge charging forward now for AFC Webb. Cutting that back to Fred. What we saw last week from this AFC Webb team, it took them a bit to get going, but when they got going, that offense showed to be very productive and very effective. It took a little bit to get into rhythm, but once it got into rhythm, it was very ferocious. Let's see what they can do today. You know, last week for them, they had the sub Chicharito who came on and balled out. Hat trick in the second half. Ciro Immobile with it. Finds Studios. Oh, Studios charging the space towards goal, and that's going to be saved. So with a little over 3 minutes gone, Studios for AFC Webb putting in a really good effort there. That ball sent away by Freeze. But great opportunity there to get things started. So that's going to set up a far side corner here for AFC Webb. Both teams setting up here, reorganizing. Waiting for the referee to go ahead and let play. There we go. It's going to be Pouge sending that towards the middle. Going to be scooped up and sent away. Still falls to AFC Webb, though, so here's Boyd. Boyd finds Leardom, back to Studios. Back to Studios again, and another great save by Freeze. So Freeze, once again, putting in the solid work. Freeze last week had a very impressive performance, keeping Diamond City from finding the back of the net on multiple occasions, and now we're seeing him limit the Max Captain. Great stuff there by the defense, but you can't let too many of these shot opportunities this early, because then one's going to convert soon. Pouge into Immobile, going to be sent away. It's still AFC Webb. Finally, Jessytown gets on it. So here's Castellanos, the hat-trick hero from last weekend, looking to make the move. Ball's going to go out of bounds. They will say in favor of Jessytown. This home crowd's loving it. It's their first home game of the season, so first time that we're getting to see the AFC Webb fans in the stands. So here's Modric, back to Kufre. Talas Magno with it. Talas Magno has green to run into, and he's going to take every inch of it. Here he goes. Charging down that left side. Trying to play it in. Deflected. Still Talas Magno. Sends it back to Kufre. Kufre, nice cut there and towards the middle. Finds Jesse, the Max Captain. Castellanos with it. Still Castellanos. It's Parks. Parks towards goal, and that's going to be easily scooped up by Bond. Bond had a phenomenal game last weekend, posting, I believe it was 18 saves in the game. So here's Chanot for Jessytown. Here's Gray. Forward to Pereira. Pereira back to Gray. Forward to Pereira once again. Pereira has space to move into, finding Jesse, and Jesse gets the back of the net. 11 minutes gone, and Jessytown finds the goal they were looking for to start things. Great stuff here as they take the early lead against AFC Webb. 1-0 by the Max captain. And taking a look here, Pereira does a great job getting this ball forward, then playing it in towards the middle. And for Jesse, the Max captain, that's easy money. Going to slot that home every single time. Simple right footer, takes it off the volley, drills it in behind past Bond. And that's a great goal to open up this game. So 1-0 in favor of the visiting Jesse Town. So AFC Webb going to restart things here. Getting things going once again. Here's Puig with it. Puig down to Rodriguez. And if you're AFC Webb, you had multiple really good opportunities here, so you can't be too down on yourself, but now you're having to claw back from down 1 early on in this game. Here's Immobile. In towards the middle. That one's going to be scooped up by Freeze. So Freeze going to restart possession here. Sent forward. Able to find Talas Magno. Jesse with it. Here's Castellanos. Down to Talas Magno. Castellanos to Jesse. Jesse trying to make the move. Dispossessed. Good defense there. So here's Immobile. Here's Studios. Boyd back to Studios. Quick passing here in succession. Now here's Edwards. Edwards has a lot of green to charge into. In towards the middle, and it's a goal! 16 minutes gone. It's all tied up once again. Talk about a back-and-forth affair, folks. What a wonderful play here. Great move by Edwards, finding that space in the middle, and great awareness there to get in that middle spot there. Sets it up there. Right footer, bang. And that's just being in the right place at the right time, having the offensive awareness to know I need to be here so that my winger can put the ball in towards the middle. Great stuff there. What a phenomenal play. That's Tyler Boyd getting the goal. So 1-1 here. So that early lead by Jesse Town canceled out, so we're basically restarting this game fresh. Here's Immobile. Immobile drifting out wide. Finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for options. Still Rodriguez. Fights off the defense towards the middle. Finally sent away. Here's Van Dijk. Finds Chanot. Up to Jesse. So now Jesse progressing forward. Good dribbling there. Finds Castellanos. Down to Talas Magno in space. Back to Jesse. Finds Parks. Forward to Castellanos. And now here's Pereira. Pereira cuts back to Jesse. Jesse towards goal! Make that 2 for the Max captain. And 21 minutes gone, Jesse makes it 2-1 in favor of Jesse Town. Look at this quick offensive pace here as Jesse Town, they just got forward, bang, boom, one more passing towards the middle, and then the Max captain slots that home past Bond. Great stuff here. So in the first half of the first half, 3 goals between these two teams, 2-1 in favor of the visitors. And you see his teammates are loving it there. Great stuff there by the Max captain. That makes it 2-1 in favor of the visitors. So now how is AFC Webb going to respond? We saw them respond in quick fashion last time. Can they do it again? Studios finds Fred. Fred charging forward. Finds Immobile. Back to Studios. Studios now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back into Studios. And now it's going to be deflected away. So here's Jesse with it. Jesse down to Modric. Modric's pass dispossessed. So here's AFC Webb. Caligari with it. Finds Rodriguez up to Studios. Now working in middle, able to find Studios once again. Now here's Immobile. Immobile to Fred. Fred with a great opportunity, and that's going to be saved. So great work there by Freeze. Look at this nice pass. Finds Fred making the run in towards the middle. But Freeze able to get a hand on it and sends it away. So that's going to set up a corner here. Good chance here for AFC Webb to tie things up. What a phenomenal goalkeeping effort, though, by Freeze. So here's Puig with it. Takes it short, finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez towards Studios, in towards goal, and save! Look at Freeze. He's loving it. Great save there by the goalkeeper once again. Look at this dive here. That's a great placed ball, and he has to extend all the way out there to send that one away. So great effort there by Freeze as he keeps it 2-1. So ball played in once again, looking for Boyd. Sent away. Here's Fred. Fred in towards the middle. Finds Puig. Puj in towards the middle, and that's going to be sent away. Only partially cleared, though. It's still AFC Webb. They've still got it. Here's Fred towards goal, and that one's finally going to be scooped up by Freeze. Easy save there for the keeper. So now here's Gray on that far side. Finds Chanot. So Jessytown reorganizing here on the right side. Forward to Castellanos. Plays it up towards Pereira. Pereira with it. Finds Jesse. Talasmagno. Talasmagno trying to make the clever pass, and that's going to be dispossessed in the nick of time. So now being sent forward, here comes AFC Webb. No foul there. A lot of contact, but referee says play on. So here's Castellanos playing that middle, dispossessed. So here comes AFC Webb once again. Fred with it. Finds Immobile. Immobile to Boyd. Back to Puj. Quick passing here in succession. Immobile once again. Immobile to Studios. Nice layoff. Finds Rodriguez in a goal. 34 minutes in. What a phenomenal play there. This is team offense at its best. I don't know if we're going to get the full replay, but here, look at all this passing. Bang, bang, bang. Sends it to middle to Studios. Studios could have been selfish and taken that, but he saw Rodriguez coming on that right side. He knew that if he lays that pass off, that is a guaranteed goal. Unbelievable teamwork there as Rodriguez ties it up. And he's loving it there. 2-2 here at AFC Webb. What a phenomenal game so far in the first half. Both these teams trading blows back and forth. We've still got 10 minutes of the first half, let alone the second. So referee going to stop play here. Foul against AFC Webb, so that's going to be Jessytown. Here's Talasmagno, sending it forward to Jesse. Jesse's got it. Towards the middle. Still in a dangerous spot. Finally dispossessed. Here comes Studios for AFC Webb. It's Ciro Immobile. Trying to play that forward, intercepted. Now here's Jesse. Jesse of Jessytown. Here's Modric. Modric with the shot and a great save by Bond. And Modric, one of the most clinical midfielders that we've ever seen. Ballon d'Or winner, World Cup finalist, and one of the biggest names to ever grace Real Madrid. His shot sent left after a great save by Bond. So Talasmagno with it, going to send it in towards Jesse, towards goal, and a great save once again. Look at how high Bond is. He's having a phenomenal game so far. Yes, there's been 2 goals scored already, but he's been doing a great job making sure there's not any more. So that's going to be another corner opportunity. The minutes dwindling here in half number 1. Less than 7 minutes to go. Here's Modric. Modric with it. Sends it middle to Pereira. Finds Jesse. Talasmagno. Shot deflected, and now it's going to be AFC Webb. So here's Webb once again. Rodriguez to Studios. Studios. He's got the pace. He's moving forward. He's got green to move into. That's free real estate. And now it's finally dispossessed. Great defensive work by Chanot. Maybe a bit of a commentator's curse there. So here's Kufra. Finds Jesse. Jesse trying to pull off some shake and bake and does so. Now here's Castellanos. Castellanos with it. Plays Pereira into space. Pereira in a dangerous spot. Pereira towards goal! 3-2 with a phenomenal goal by Pereira to get himself on the score sheet. 3-2 in favor of the visitors. And look at this great pass here by Castellanos. Finds Pereira, and then Pereira's patience here is something I love to see. He doesn't take it too quick. He's not worried about the defense. He gets himself set up properly. Fundamentals, drills it past the keeper. Great goal there as Pereira makes it 3-2 in favor of the visitors. So 5 goals here in this first half. Gabriel Pereira, he is loving it. Shouting out his teammates, clapping towards the crowd. Take a bow, young man. You've done a great job today. 3-2 in favor of the visitors. Is there one more moment of magic here before the end of the first half for AFC Webb? Here's Boyd with it. Boyd scored earlier for this team, but he's now going to be dispossessed. So here's Pereira. Pereira moving forward. Finds Castellanos. 3 minutes of added time. Finds Talasmagno in space. Oh, they're going to say just offsides there. Talasmagno not happy with the call. Let's see what they say here. Looking at the official, that is centimeters at most. That is one of the closest offsides calls I have ever seen. You could have gotten away with that one, and I would not have blamed you. So that ball going to go out of bounds. They will say in favor of Jessietown. So 2 minutes left to go here in half number 1. Here's Modric with it. Luka Modric, the star from Croatia. Now here's Freeze. Freeze sends that forward, finding Parks. Parks trying to find Castellanos, dispossessed. Now here's Caligari. Finds Studios. Studios, nice work. Finds space, gets the dribble towards goal, deflected by Freeze. Still in a dangerous spot, and now it's finally going to be sent away. So at the end of the first half of what's been an exciting back-and-forth affair, it's Jessietown leading 3-2 over the hosting AFC Webb. And you see there, Jesse's got 2 goals so far in this one, having a phenomenal game, the Max captain. So it's 3-2 in favor of visiting Jessietown over AFC Webb. Back in just a moment with our halftime stats right here on Not the Brightest Gaming. It's the Premier Griffball Soccer League. Don't go anywhere. So as we're back here taking a look at these halftime stats, as you see, it's been a really competitive back-and-forth one. Jessietown leading 3-2 over the host AFC Webb. They've had slightly more possession, but if you look at the shot totals and expected goals, AFC Webb is ahead. In terms of passes, AFC Webb has been doing more, but it's about those final touches, being clinical when it counts most. And so far, we've seen more of that from Jessietown. I am excited for this second half here. Both these teams went back and forth. Jessietown got on the board first, and then it was just boom, boom, boom. Teams kept trading, and eventually Pereira ended the scoring in the first half to make it 3-2 for his team, Jessietown. Very excited for the second half here. We've got second half action in just a moment, so do not go anywhere. This is the Premier Griffball Soccer League right here on Not the Brightest Gaming. And welcome back, everybody, to half number 2. Here is Jessietown leads 3-2 over the hosting AFC Webb, and it is going to be Jessietown with first possession. It was a really solid game here between both teams in that first half. It just so happened that Jessietown slightly got the better of those opportunities. So here's Talas Magno, dispossessed, good defensive work there. Jessietown bringing the pressure here, trying to force a quick decision. Who's trying to send that forward and dispossessed. So now here's Parks. Parks with it, finds Jesse. Jesse moving forward. Here's Talas Magno, finds Modric. Modric cutting back towards goal, and a great save. And a delayed yellow card here against the Max captain Studios. Can we get a replay on this challenge here? Let's see what they were calling there. And a bit of a late call there, delaying the challenge. I'm not sure how I feel about that call. I think that it's fair to call advantage on that, but I think he might have gotten some of the ball there. And now the super sub for AFC Webb comes on. Chicharito, a hat trick in the second half of game number 1 last week. He's going to be looking to try to get himself another goal here today. So here's Modric with it. Fred wins it back in authoritative fashion. So now Fred charging forward. Fred cutting back, finds Immobile for AFC Webb. Here comes AFC Webb playing that forward, trying to play Boyd into space. But that one comfortably scooped up by Freeze. So possession restarts here with Jessietown. Just trying to work this ball forward. Castellanos with it. Advantage played by the referee. But advantage dropped. So possession won back here by AFC Webb. Here's Edwards. Edwards to Hernandez. Chicharito progressing that forward to Fred. Fred with it. Fred making the move on the left side. Looking for options. Going to go out of bounds. They're going to say a near side corner here for AFC Webb. Fans are loving it here. As we mentioned, this is the first home game for AFC Webb this season. It's the first time we're seeing their home crowd loud and proud. So here comes AFC Webb on this near side corner. It's going to be Puig with it. Both teams organized in the middle. Max captain waiting towards Hernandez. That one's going to be sent away. Here's Fred. Fred now with it. Fred trying to make the move. Cuts back middle. Finds Immobile towards goal! And the Italian ties it up in the 54th minute. 3-3 now here in what's been a phenomenal game. Look at this effort here. Great pass by Fred. Finds Immobile. And then Immobile just one of the best strikers that we've seen in a long time, hailing from Italy. Won the Euros with Italy back in the day and was very productive with Lazio. And now he's got himself a goal. I believe that's his first one of the season. So great work there by him as he opens up his goal-scoring account for the season. 3-3 as he ties that up for his team, AFC Webb. So Jesse Town with it now. Jesse trying to progress forward, dispossessed. So once again, it's going to be AFC Webb. 56 minutes gone. As we see here in terms of possession, Jesse Town slightly leading in terms of possession, but we're seeing more shots coming from AFC Webb, and that's what's kept them in this one. In towards the middle to Studios, and that one's going to be scooped up by Freeze. And I love that Ciro Immobile goal because it emphasizes how good this AFC Webb team can be when they play that, that very signature team-oriented, passing offense. Dispossessed, but once again, AFC Webb. Here's Chicharito. Nice shake and bake there. Charging towards the middle, finds Immobile. And as if he heard me talking, he said, "You thought that was good. I got one better for you." Ciro Immobile gets the goal. Makes it a second-half brace for the Italian. And they're loving it here, folks. Great work. Chicharito Hernandez does a nice dribble there and then passes it middle and then doesn't even hesitate. Immobile sees the pass coming. He knows he's got to take that quick if he's going to beat the keeper. And he drills it with the left foot, and a bit of a goalkeeper saving error there. Can't quite get his hands on it, and Immobile gets his second of the game. And just like that, the script has been flipped. 4-3 now in favor of the hosts. So Jesse Town with it. Here comes Jesse Town. Talismagno with it. Forward to Castellanos. What a game we've had, folks. We've had two high-scoring games now. Game one today, 6-4 in favor of the Sparties. And now we got another high-scoring affair today. Referee going to stop play here. I believe he's going to say offsides. Another very close offsides call. You're having to squint to see that one. That one a little bit more obvious than the last one, but still a close offsides call there. These referees are watching that offsides like a hawk. So here's Mavinga with it. Forward to Caligari. Caligari dispossessed. Great work by Talismagno. Talismagno trying to set something up here, trying to tie this game up. Dispossessed by Studios. So now AFC Webb charging the other direction. Here's Hernandez. Chicharito finds Studios. Down to Immobile. Here's Fred. Fred dispossessed. Now here's Jesse. Jesse Town. Finds Pereira. Pereira moving forward. Great stuff by Pereira. Cuts back, finds Jesse. Goal! Of course, let's tie it up. Why not? Let's keep things interesting. In the 66th minute, it's the super captain, Max Captain Jesse there, getting a hat trick and bringing Jesse Town back into this one. 4-4 here. What a phenomenal scoreline. Both these teams are just drilling shots into the back of the net. Great work there, surpassing Bond, pushing the ball through him. And Jesse gets the hat trick. Great performance here by the Max Captain, getting his team back into this one. So with a little over 20 minutes left to play, we are tied up 4-4 here at AFC Webb. Is there any more surprises left in this game? Fred finds Immobile. AFC Webb doing a good job progressing down the field. Immobile with it here on the near side corner. Dispossessed. Good work by Chanot. Finds Pereira. Pereira to Jesse. Jesse moving that forward. Dispossessed. Pass a little wayward there. Finds Studios. Now to Boyd. Finds Chicharito. It's back to Chicharito. Finds Immobile. Boyd with it. Dispossessed. Good defense there. Forward to Jesse. Here's Castellanos. Castellanos cutting back now. Trying to play Pereira into space. But good work by Edwards getting on that one. So once again, possession with AFC Webb. Here's Immobile. Forward to Boyd. Nice defensive intervention there. So ball intercepted. Here comes Jesse Town. Gray finds Pereira. Back to Jesse. Jesse with it. Here's Castellanos. Castellanos scored a hat trick in last week's game. Finds Kufra. Kufra towards the middle. Dispossessed. Nice interception there. Now AFC Webb heading the other way. Here's Immobile at the halfway line. Down to Hernandez. Hernandez forward to Puig and finds him. Finds Fred. Fred's shot deflected by Gray. Great defense there, but it's still AFC Webb. Here's Hernandez with it. Finds Fred. Fred's shot deflected, and now Jesse-Town heading the other way. So here's Castellanos with it. Finds Pereira. Pereira making the move. Pereira, nice cutback inside, looking for the right pass. Finds Jesse. Jesse in a dangerous spot towards goal, and a great save. And Bond does a phenomenal job. And Tyler Boyd, the goal scorer for AFC Webb, going to come off now. Scored that goal in the 16th minute of this game, so he got to work early. So now here's Talas Magno. Finds Modric. Modric cutting inside. Finds Van Dijk towards goal. Jesse trying to get another one there, but Bond says no. So nice passing here to set this one up, and then a quick turn by Jesse, trying to just drill it past the keeper, but Bond has other intentions. So here's Talas Magno playing that in towards the middle. Sent away. AFC Webb still in a danger zone here as Jesse-Town still got it. Referee plays advantage, and now they're going to say yellow card. This is the substitute here. Just came on a couple minutes ago. Gaston Brugman gets the yellow card early on in his appearance here. And getting a yellow card within the first couple minutes of you entering the game, that means you're going to have to play a little bit more timid for the rest of this one. So that's not good for AFC Webb, especially here with 10 minutes to go. Jesse-Town in a great free kick position. Bond dictating, trying to tell the troops where to build the wall. They're going to go with a four-man wall here with the likes of Chicharito, Immobile, and co. So Talas Magno with it. Is he going to go for goal, or is he going to try to pass it off? Modric up there as well. Talas Magno runs up, fakes it. Now here's Modric. Takes it short to Jesse towards goal. Save! Great work by Bond as he gets another save. And Jesse put a lot of power behind that one. But Bond extends and sends it away. Hard to tell from this camera angle here. But great work there by Bond as he does a phenomenal job sending that ball away. So, possession once again on a far side corner for Jesse-Town. Talas Magno trying to find Jesse in the middle. Another great save by Bond. You know, it's been 4 goals here scored by Jesse-Town, but don't let that fool you. Bond has been doing a good job today. It could have easily been a lot worse had it not been for his efforts. Here's Fred. Fred to Edwards. Edwards charging forward. Moving into space. Trying to play it in towards middle. Dispossessed. AFC Webb still with it. Substitute. Trying to send that in. It's going to be Jesse-Town now. So now here's Talas Magno. Forward to Castellanos. Castellanos to Jesse. Jesse finds Castellanos once again. Dispossessed. Possession goes back and forth, so it's back to Talas Magno. Here's Castellanos. Forward to Pereira. Dispossessed. Intercepted by Edwards. So now here's Leardom. Finds Caligari. Caligari with it. Caligari still with it. Caligari continuing forward. Trying to pass that middle. It's still AFC Webb. Here's Hernandez. Finds Immobile. Down to Edwards. Edwards with a great chance and a great goal. 87 minutes gone. Only 3 minutes to go. Is that the dagger? Does AFC Webb get the win now? Do they advance to 2-0 on the season? And look at this. Once again, phenomenal passing to set this one up. It's not a super flary goal. It's not a lot of, like excitement and, flair, but just clinical offense there. 2 connecting passes, finds the right spot, and then Edwards just drills it into the back of the net. That's a very good team goal there once again. So 5-4. Great work there by Raheem Edwards. And is that the goal to seal it? Jesse-Town's probably going to have a chance for 1, maybe 2 more attacks before the timer goes off. So let's see. Ball played forward. Here comes Jesse-Town. Modric with a nice dribble there. Finds Castellanos. Back to Jesse. Dispossessed. It's AFC Webb once again. Looks like Jesse-Town is going to get on it. So Talas Magno with it. Here's Jesse. Finds Castellanos. Castellanos has moved a room into. Dispossessed. Jesse trying to get on it. Still quite can't get on it. Back to Bond. So we got 4 minutes of added time here. So about 3.5 minutes to go. AFC Webb with it. It's the substitute, Brugman with it. Sends that forward to Caligari. Nice pass there. Back to Brugman. Brugman of AFC Webb finding Fred. Fred charging forward. Fred towards goal. What a great save. And that save still keeps Jessestown in this. They are running out of time, though, as AFC Webb, they've got the corner here. So can AFC Webb ice this one, or will they let Jessestown have one more chance? Let's find out. Jessestown at this point fighting for a draw with a minute and a half to go. So here's the Max Captain Studios for AFC Webb. Fred alongside him. Studios plays that short to Fred. Fred moving central, trying to find Hernandez in the middle. Intercepted, and it looks like it's still going to be AFC Webb. AFC Webb trying to drain the clock here. Finds Immobile, and that's going to do it. That's going to seal this one in the 93rd minute. 6-4 now as Immobile gets the hat trick. So another hat trick performance here by AFC Webb. This time it's their front talisman, Ciro Immobile. What a great right-footed shot there. And, you know, with these Immobile goals, he's not taking a lot of time to dribble. He's getting himself quickly set up and then just drilling it past the keeper. What a phenomenal game by him. He's going to be our man of the match for sure. Great stuff there by Immobile. And with the dying seconds, that one's going to do it. Referee blows for full time. So at the end of this one, it's 6-4. AFC Webb conquering Jessestown. And on 5 attempts, it's a hat trick, 3 goals for Ciro Immobile as he gets his first 3 goals of the season here in front of the home crowd today. What a phenomenal game this was. It started off in favor of Jessestown, but AFC Webb did a great job clawing back. AFC Webb 6, Jessestown 4. Back with the post-game stats in just a moment on Not the Brightest Gaming. So at the end of this one, it ends 6-4. AFC Webb conquers Jessestown in dominant fashion there in that second half. At the end of the first half, it was a back-and-forth affair. And then AFC Webb doing enough there in half number 2. Ciro Immobile gets the second half hat trick, scoring 3 goals in 45 minutes as he wins the Player of the Match award. And in terms of possession, you see AFC Webb finally took over all the possession stats, including possession, shots, passes, all of that stuff. And AFC Webb, although it was close at first, eventually pulled away to win it here, their first home game of the season. So that's going to do it for our matches today on Saturday. Tomorrow we've got one more match coming for you. It's going to be Youngblood United taking on Diamond City. That one going to be at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're not going to miss it. But in the meantime, though, we're saying bye here from AFC Webb as they win 6-4 over Jessestown. This was a presentation of the Premier Griffball Soccer League right here on Not the Brightest Gaming.